This is Gems in. It's Monday. Come in. It's Monday. Shh. Let's say hi. It's Monday. 4:29 a.m. We have another sacred warrior stand up. Edward Snowden is his name. Stand up and talk about the NSA tapping. And I want to give you a few codebreaker understandings of why this is important. And how to understand the importance is, on one level, the nature of the data being collected isn't the voice content here necessarily important, but the ping data. So when you have your cell phone going around, it has to talk to the different cells around on a low level, mechanical, electronic, timing level. Very high secret that switch determine the strength of the signals and timing differences. When the signal goes out between the cell sites, it's very sensitive how it knows where the phone is and which cell to actually do the voice content to. So it's different than the voice content, and that lets them find out where the phone is. I think recently this might have busted because in the ricin letters that went to President Obama, it was traced back to a husband and wife, where the wife was setting up the husband. And I think they used this data in order to bust that case to determine when the wife went off and mailed the letters. They tracked it through that type of data. Even if you use a different phone or different stuff, it's a tracking data that's used in the grid. So that's one thing to know about this data. Second, as he mentions, that it comes off an email ID. So it's a high-level system. It's on TCP/IP, which is on top of UDP. And it's an electronic system that works through these wires. Or wireless, whatever you want to talk about it. But, what was the other point? There was... Let me see here. It's IP-based. You heard him speak right here.
I'm just another guy who sits there day to day in the office, watches what happens, and goes, this is something that's not our place to decide. The public needs to decide whether these programs and policies are right or wrong. And I'm willing to go on the record to defend the authenticity of them and say, I didn't change these. I didn't modify the story. This is the truth. This is what's happening. You should decide whether we need to be doing this.
Have you given thought to what it is that the U.S. government's response to your conduct is, in terms of what they might say about you, how they might try to depict you, what they might try to do to you?
Yeah, I'd be, rendered by the CIA. I could have people come after me, or any of their third-party partners. They work closely with a number of other nations. Or, they could pay off the triads, or, any of their agents or assets. We've CIA stationed just up the road, the consulate here in Hong Kong.
Okay.
I'm sure they're going to be
Let's hit the sacred warrior here. 40 care of him. Take care of him and his family. Okay. On the next higher level, to understand here is this level of wiretapping feeds into more secret programs and secret blackmail programs for the top secret government to blackmail all these politicians in the puppet level that we see and we elect. So these programs feed into the low-level Nazi secret Freemason governments. And they're other systems of blackmail and nefarious things outside of the democratic model. Those are the super secret puppet masters. But more importantly, I want you to understand this. On the level that I'm talking about with those guys, you hear me? On that level, they can see through our eyes. And they can read our minds and put thoughts in our minds through special airwaves that go through, around and through the planet. On that secret level, they have Nephalim secrets of creation available to them from before Pharaoh's time, going back to Genesis time. Been there through Moses and Noah's time. That's the higher secret ones. They kind of wanted a truce, you know. Some of them wanted a truce. That's why some of these things are happening.